All right, so here with the video for the activity number 2. I think this gave some more pause and had more questions about it. So we are talking about patterns and trends. So if we're thinking about the difference between the two, think about fashion. You might say, oh, that's really trendy or really in this season. So, or you might say, a pattern. Pattern with fashion is you might see something come back around, cycle. So something from the 90s may be back in, something from the 70s may be back in. The idea is that pattern is repeating. It is going to happen in some type of cycle, whereas a trend is change over time. It is more constant, it's more steady, so things are in trend and out of trend when you think of fashion, but there's always a trend happening, and it's always changing. It's constant. So if we were to look at weather patterns, that is probably the easiest. So weather is what happens day to day. It's your pattern. Today, it's sunny and it's warm out and snow's melting, whereas it's supposed to drop down on the weekend and snow again, so therefore that would change day to day and be a pattern. A trend would be the climate gradually getting warmer or the climate gradually getting colder. Warming in our case, as we know that the environment, due to greenhouse gases and pollutants, we are having climate change. But that is over time. We don't see every day it go up by 1 degree until it reaches infinity. It's a bigger scope than what is happening day to day. Now that can be applied to things other than weather. That's just a really easy one to look at and get a sense of. So here we have some examples of things that have happened, events around the world. And you can see the before, during, and after. And it shows the changes that you see in the physical presence of structures, whether it be mountainous areas, whether it be the creation or desolation of bodies of water. There is change happening. Now what you're going to be doing is click through these and it's going to walk you through. So write down information or ideas in a list, create a chart. Now, when it comes to the chart, there was the 2-column chart, and I've had some people say it doesn't open. For them, the idea is that you are separating the pattern from the trend right here. And it's in a Word document. I know not all school boards have access to Word on their devices. It should open. You may not be able to write in it, but you can certainly copy and paste it to a platform where it does open for you, because there are some school boards, because this is a cross-province course, there are some school boards that do not use Google at all, and they will have access to it because they have the Microsoft Suite and Word still. But this template is not a must. This template is just a simple way for you to organize your ideas. If there's a better way that you'd like to organize it, fill your boots. Doesn't matter to me. I just want to see your thinking. This is a lovely, simple little drag and click to look at patterns on a map. So this is a settlement pattern. So how people, towns are congregating or not congregating for their living patterns. So this is a nice cluster. So we're going to call that concentrated. We're going to see if we're right. Yay, we're right. It's going to continue through these ones. And now these are in groupings. You can see, I'm sure these are pretty predictable, especially here in Ontario, where we all live. We're going to call that nucleated, because like science, the nucleus, the center of a cell, these are all concentrated into tiny little groups. So on and so forth. Now we switch to trends. Trends looking at, so when we look at the definition again, It's long term. It can increase or decrease. The line does not need to be always an increase. And then we're looking at do a patterns and trends analysis. This again walks you through step by step. Step 1, step 2, 3, and 4. So here they take that linear picture that was up there before, and then they're going to walk through the steps with how to analyze through patterns and trends what is happening here on this map, all what these little orange dots are. And then release of your, wow, my brain is not working today. Release of, anyways, gradual steps, baby steps to let you fly birdie fly without me holding your hand. You're going to do it by yourself. So, type location. So I'm going to put see, it's Mindzon image, so you go back to Mindzon. So say I'm going to pick Mount St. Helen, which is number 1. Really good movie on that. I'm going to put Mount St. Helen. Okay, it's probably going to want me to spell it fully. And then it's going to give you the map, and then you're going to fill in your steps. And then self-assessment quiz. This is not done in the quiz section. This is done just right here. And then second, we're going to look at, so natural hazards, also another word for disasters, mostly because when people are thinking of disasters, they're thinking catastrophic. And to be honest, most of the time they are catastrophic. But for some that aren't, they're also classing it as a hazard instead. I like disaster because, let's be real, anything on the natural disaster list is pretty impactful on people's lives, no matter where they are. And this you're going to submit as well. Hopefully that helps. If you still have questions, let me know.